precepts come out, we just start breaking them down. Con? All right. Cop said we got to move our vehicle.
Honda Accord. You need to move your vehicle. Everyone that's parked here is parked illegally.
The cops came, said we can't be there, so we'll figure this one out. Shalom, shalom. We're out here in the snow with the family having a good time. Shalom to all the 12 tribes and everybody enjoying the life that Yahawah has given us and the grace he's carved out in this captivity. You know, he does tuck us under his wing. Got the family here. You know what I'm saying? Izzy, Ribby. Say hi, Ribby.
Shalom.
Say hi, daughter. We done ate it. We done ate it so much out here in the ice. It's so funny. Trying to stand up. But I'm going to bring, yeah, and sledding. But I want to bring out a few scriptures if I could even see the verses. Let's see here. All right, real quick. Let's get them. You're like, man, I can enjoy the snow. Stop bringing out verses, bruh. This is on my spirit, so I got to do it. So let me go. I think I'm at screenshots. Sean Connery. And a shot of Shaka Khan. All right. So I'm gonna be doing a few lessons on void and what it means in the scriptures to be void of understanding. It's been sticking out and just standing out all the time. All right, so let's see. So there's a couple categories. So if you're void of knowledge and you're void of understanding and void of the scriptures, then you got your jaw wide open to get stolen on. What do I mean by that? I mean that wisdom and knowledge is the stability in your time. So if your understanding of the scriptures is strong and a scenario pops up, then you can apply that wisdom and knowledge. This goes into just thinking. Let me bring that scripture out real quick. Watch this. Here it goes. And the family at the Malachium, Shalom, all Malachium, Tabernacles of Zion, Sons of Thunder, BOW, 12 Stones, Servants of the Scattered Sheep, all the different camps out there doing this fervent work. So here we go. We're going to go into 2 Corinthians 10 and 5. Pillar scripture for any individual, Israelite or non-Israelite. But if we're going to govern and rule well, we have to have this in place. 2 Corinthians 10 and 5. Casting down imaginations. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahawah, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. So he comes in the volume of the book. He is the walking Torah. The word became flesh. And the word was with God. Precepts galore, right? So when it says, and bringing into captivity every thought, that's talking about a man. This isn't no evil creatures or evil entities. This is a man's brain. So as a man thinks, so he is. What is in your heart, you know what I'm saying? Your brain, your mind, what you focus on. It says, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. So it has to line up with the word. Con? All right, so we'll open with that. And so watch this. So let's say you don't have Matthews 25 and 40 and your Batman tool belt, okay? You know, Issachar is a hard-working man. He got a tool belt. He's out there on the job. But if he don't have his drill or his battery to his drill, or he don't have his nail gun, or he don't have a hammer, or whatever, it's going to affect his walk, his job, and his dinero. You sabe? So Matthew 25:40, watch this. If you don't have this in your tool belt, you're going to have some problems. And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily, I say unto you, in as much as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, you have done it unto me. So how does that apply with the topic at hand, void? So if you're void of this understanding, if you think you can do something to your brethren and you don't think you're doing that to Hamashiach, you're void of this understanding. If you have this understanding and you walk in this understanding, then you will not neglect your brother, you will not disrespect your brother, and if you do, salakia, and you'll be sincere. That's why a lot of times everybody talks about the sincere milk of the word, and brothers doing this thing in sincerity. And read it again, Matthew 25:40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, in as much as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. So we want to keep that in our tool belt. We don't want to be void of understanding. Like, hey, you catch that brother doing this and that to other brothers. Really, he's doing that to Hamashiach. And that's what we want to make sure everybody understands, because they see that. They'll be like, you know what, I'm no good on that. That's no bueno. Don't do that. You saw the ox text. You saw the ox calling out to you. You saw the ox reaching out to you, and you just ignored him. You might as well ignore Hamashiach. Now, don't get me wrong. There's times when you got to cut a brother off and treat him as a heathen or a publican. But at that point in time, you know, that's when you need to let him know. And there's a process and a procedure to do all that as well. You go to your brother first. You tell him of his transgression. If there's no transgression and you're just butthurt because he pinched your butt with a script, or he pinched your butt with some kind of rebuke, might not even done it intentionally. You got to deal with all these things. And this is how we grow as a nation and as a people. And so, you know, I say, let peace come in you. You know, that peace beyond all understanding. Look for reproof, correction, and instructions from righteous living from the word through your brothers. There's nothing wrong with it. If your brother's in error, then, you know, say, you know, Khan King, I heard you. You know, and then you can give him your understanding of it, because there's always another side to the story. He might see something. But we just don't want to be void of understanding and lean on our own understanding, because the scriptures should pillar everything. They're what's holding the foundations up. They're everything. Khan? All right. And then you got to have this. You can't be void of understanding of this either. Philippians 2:3. Let nothing, not nothing, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory. I'm gonna cut this, no, I'm gonna cut it. Cut that, no. Don't let it be done through strife or vainglory. Or shoot, then everybody will see that I'm the one. Vainglory. All is praises to the Most High, right? We're just conduits and vessels. And when we veer off and get full of ourselves, that's what the book is for. That's what Akis is for. Make sure you're in a body. That type of business, Con. Philippians 2:3. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness, right? Because he is, you know, esteem each other and keep yourself humble. We'll pull that in Sirach later. I don't have that verse right now, but that's been popping up a lot lately. But in lowliness of mind, all right? So your frame of mind is humble. Let each esteem other better than themselves. You know how good that feels to love your brother, bro? God, it feels good. It's just like, man, Aki, I want to tell you what, Aki was shooting them scripts, and he's going to say all praises to the Most High. Man, Aki, we really appreciate the hospitality and the love. King is sincere. All praises to the Most High. You know, thanks for coming through, Ak. Just always praising the Most High through loving your brothers. First and second commandment together, which everything hinges and hangs on to, Con. All right. So I'm not going in any particular order. I was going to do a lesson and put it in order, but the Spirit's so good. Once these precepts come out, we just start breaking them down. Con? All right. We're out here in Reno, Nevada. Just kind of moving it out. Wanted to hit the mountains in the snow. You see the little snow-capped mountains over there. With the family. Just pushing around. Just spending time with them. Got this little thing here. And I want
creeds, the ordinances, right? Like man, and they're kind of like the brother was doing. So he feel like he can snap off anything.
Yeah, and I want to remind everybody that keep the commandments, study the commandments, meditate on that law, Mashiach,